Okay, alright guys. Well, we are back again for some more Love at First Sight. I did say at the beginning of the last one that I was probably going to be the last one, but it ended up not being. Well, this one I'm going to go full out, and how long it ends up taking, I will be making this the final one. So yes, this one will officially be the last one. So it could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour, let's see, it could be even longer, but this one will be the final episode of this. Now we're going to see what's going on here, and I hope we have some more story that comes here. I mean, the last one we had our double date and everything, which was an interesting little bit. Okay, whoa, whoops, I didn't mean to click that. Last weekend they said there was some kind of event going on, so I went into town to check it out. What I saw there was really disgusted me. Now this is the from the view, if you didn't know, this is from the view that we're starting right now, of the bully. Okay, I forget her name again. Sotokawa Chan or San or whatever they decided to put her as, but yes. I saw another group of students from my school there. I'm not saying I hate them just because they're from my school though. What disgusted me was that they were with one of my classmates, Rui Sachi. Of course, I couldn't start something there in the crowd of people, so I just beat the crap out of a trash can and went home. Damn, she's got some anger problems, man. Why is she mad? I mean, we don't really know much about her, and this is the first time they've introduced her, a little more, intimately. The bully, So it's like, what the hell? She seems to have anger issues if she decided to go beat the shit out of a trash can. I mean, she's got some issues. I wonder what they are. I just don't understand why she'd be so mad, at Sachi for. Jealousy? That's the only thing that comes to mind. She's jealous of her. She thinks Sachi is an ugly, girl. She's one-eyed and she got scars and shit. Which I guess might be kind of from her. They still haven't gone into detail on that if it's actually from her that we're currently in the perspective of. I hate those guys. And that girl with one eye, with only one eye, she's fun to kick around, but I don't hate her because of how she looks or anything. Oh. Okay, then why do you hate her? I hate her because she's a spineless insect. Okay, so you hate her because she's a coward. Okay. So you're saying you don't hate her because she only has one eye? You don't like her because she's a coward? I will agree she is kind of a coward, but wow. Alright. Even if I insult her, she never gets mad. Even if I grab her leg and trip her up, she never tries to fight back. She never complains. Hell, she never even glares at me as she's scurrying away. The way I see it, there's no reason for me to stop anytime soon. She'll never ask anyone for help. She'll never even have friends who can help her. I hate her, but I love how she trembles when I hurt her. Okay, so this girl, what she likes, she gets pleasure from her pain, and because it's easy, that's what it seems like. So our bully here is kind of a wimp herself, because the only reason she likes to pick on her is because she won't fight back. She's a wimp. She's not fighting back. She doesn't say anything. All that stuff. No one's going to stand up to her. So she can just keep doing it. And she loves the way that she just trembles. That's just so mean. I think this girl has issues. And that's why she'll always be my punching bag. But lately, something's been getting between me and my punching bag. There's been some second-year guy who I think only transferred in a few months ago, and he's been sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. I doubt that weakling just asked for help from some upperclassman she doesn't even know. I bet he's just helping her because it makes him feel good about himself. It lets him feel like he's better than someone. But I don't care how much he needs to use her as his pathetic confidence booster. You're thinking the wrong thing, girl. They got an actual relationship, and I think they do like each other. You just don't know the whole story. It's more than just... I don't think he ever liked her that way. I think at first it was just... Well, as I said, love at first sight. kind of how it turned out to be. Like, the first time he saw her, he kind of fell in love. She didn't do anything to deserve that, the coward. She just got lucky. This weekend, she was with that second-year guy and 2 others, and she looked so happy. It made me sick. And I've seen the other 2 she was with before. I especially remember that Akimi girl. In middle school, she came to preach to me about how I was so mean or some crap with that stupid white knight attitude. As soon as I found out she was in the high school I was going to, I waited to see if she'd come at me again, but she never did. I doubt she wants anything to do with me anymore after what I did to her. But now I feel like she's spit in my face. I'm running out of patience. Finally the bell rings and the school is over. Sachi's going to try and be the first one out the classroom again, but today, I'm not going to let her get away. Shit, man, you're gonna... It's like, where are the teachers or the instructors or whatever in these type of schools? Do they not hang around? I know, well, I guess, in Japanese schools, the teachers are usually the ones who go from classroom to classroom, so more than likely they're like one of the first ones probably out of the door sometimes. I don't know about that type of thing. But I know, over here, at least in the United States, usually the teacher is always in the same classroom, and they have a desk and all that other stuff, and usually that's where they're hanging out. There's usually a computer there and all that stuff. They spend quite a bit of their time right there. So, you can't really do that in a classroom around here. I mean, there's usually someone in it. The only time they're probably gone is if there's some sort of meeting or something. Or after school and before school. Whoa, she looks pissed. Damn, she looks... I mean, the design of her, they've given her such an evil look. Rui. Okay, so that's her first... Or, yeah, I guess her first name. Rui. Hey. Yes? Come here. I want to talk to you. I grab her arm before she can say anything and drag her out of the classroom. That hurts. I would normally start using her as my punching bag right then and there, but this time, I need to find somewhere we won't be disturbed. School's over, and the only students on the stairway are those going to their club activities. I drag her up to the door that leads to the roof and pin her there. Stop it! Please. Didn't that little bitch just try to talk back to me? What the hell did you just say to me? I said, Any resistance she wanted to show me leaks out of her, and she shuts her mouth. Her white knight friends must have been trying to get her to stand up to me. Well, they've been trying to encourage her to, not put up with that and not just sit there and become the punching bag. So I guess, kind of. That's what they've been doing for the most part. I mean, she also, she was told that she could rely on her boyfriend for help, which makes sense. I mean, if I had a girlfriend and some other girl was trying to be a bitch to her, I would definitely, step in there if I had to. Be like, you stay away from this, is my woman. I'm the only one who could beat up on her. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. I'm just getting the point across that, I'm the one who could touch her, not you. I don't like that. And I let her know by driving my fist into her stomach several times. Holy shit, man, you're beating her for it right there? Oh, ew, you have sound effects. This time, all she does is take it. So much for standing up to me. Oh no, she got a tear in her eye. See, she'll never change. I shove her and she tumbles backwards. As she comes tumbling down, something falls out of her pocket and hits the ground with a clatter that echoes to the stairway. No, it's her cell phone. Oh, no, are you gonna ruin it and break her little charm that her boyfriend bought her? Looks like it's her cell phone. And she's got a new strap on it that I've never seen before. I pick it up in my left hand before she can move to smash it against the ground. Oh, she moves. She moves to smash it against the ground. No! She stares at her phone like a retard. But her eyes suddenly on me, and is full of rage. Oh shit, you're breaking her memento of her first date. How dare you? Oh man, you got her going. She has something she wants to fight for now, her memories. I've never seen such a piercing, angry glare. It stops me before I can throw her phone. Her freakish eyeball is only making it worse, and the eye seems to be brimming with courage I've never seen in her before. Leave me alone already! She jumps back onto her feet, and I can tell she's not going to back down this time. Give me back my phone! She's yelling now. I'm so surprised to hear her raise her voice at me that I stand there stupidly for several seconds. And then the phone in my hand starts to ring. He's calling! Give it to me! Like hell, I'm going to just let her have it. Give it back, now! But she doesn't wait for me to move, and marching up to me, she tries to snatch the phone out of my hand. No, you don't. I shake her off and aim a punch at her face. Damn, man, this girl is rough, man. She's one mean bitch. And she tries to block it. This isn't all just regular bully. I mean, she literally beats her up. This isn't all like just picking on them type of thing. Like you see in some like movies and things like that, where bullies, they don't actually usually, most of the time bullies in like shows and things like that, they don't actually beat up the people. They usually like do wedgies and other shit like that, and they're just mean, and that might push you down. They don't actually beat the crap out of you. But man, this girl, man, she's mean, man. I've never seen her fight back or try to protect herself like this before. She's no fighter though, so even with this newfound energy, she can't stop me from driving my fist into her face. But even though my blow connects, she stands her ground, barely letting out a sound and regaining her balance right away. Before I can pull my hand back, she grabs onto my wrist. Give it back! And again, she reaches for the phone in my left hand. Now that she's holding onto my right hand, I can't hit her as easily. I push into her shoulder with the arm she's latched onto and kick her left leg out from under her. She's already leaning forward and reaching for her phone, so this easily throws her off balance. Eek! Effectively, I push on her again and throw her onto the floor behind me. I turn around to follow the throw up with another punch. Or I try to. Oh shit! We're on the stairway. There's no floor behind me. I had sent her flying into more force than I meant to use. Everything seems to slow down as she flies down the stairs toward the landing for her below her. Ow! Shit, man. Well, at least you have a little... She noticed something right there that she forgot the location there. I don't think she meant to hurt her that much. She just wants to beat her up. I don't think she wants to critically hurt her. Well, at least she's not that mean to a point. Still mean, but it seems like she might still have a conscience per se, you know. Alright. Now it looks like... Now it's the main character's view. Back to the usual view we have. Wait. Sachi's not here yet. I thought you went to find her. I arrived at the shoe rack at the exit of the school building to find Tomo and Akimi waiting there. Today, like always, I went straight to the first-year classrooms to meet Sachi. I couldn't find any trace of her, though. Thinking I might have missed her, I headed here. Maybe you just didn't notice her in the crowd. No way. She would have said something to me. We've never missed going home together. I don't think she went home early either. Hang on a sec. Kimmy runs up to a passing student and asks her something. Someone she knows? Well, yeah, but you've seen the girl before, haven't you? Kimmy's asking her about Sachi-chan. Now that he mentions it, I think I do. Sometimes I see her when I go to meet Sachi at her classroom. Actually, she's in the same class. Isn't she, man? Kimmy really does have a big network of friends. Well, I guess that's what happens on people who are pretty, social. They usually have a lot more people they know. Whatever the student is telling her, Kimmy someone looks very worried, and she runs back to us. Akun, she said that after class, Sachan left the classroom with Rui-chan. With Sadakawa? Where did they go? That much I don't know. I've got to go find her. Hey, Mamoru? Geez, well, I guess it would be more efficient if we split up. Mamoru will probably be going to the upper floors, so with Kimi, you go check the first floor. I'll search around the outside of the building. Gotcha. Kimi's determined, look at that face. Until now, Sadakawa's never actually tried to take Sachi anywhere. Or at least, Sachi's never told me if she has. I've got a bad feeling about this. I'm gonna climb the stairs as quickly as I can. Wait, what am I doing? I should try calling her before I go searching blindly. Take out my phone while I'm running up the stairs and call Sachi. Of course, until she actually picks up. I can't do anything but search blindly. No, you can keep calling her. That's a great plan if she, if she has her ringer on. If she had a ringer. We know she does because it rang already. We already saw that part. You might actually hear it, and it's a good way of finding her. Right there. It's an awesome idea. Just keep calling her. If you need to. Just keep it ringing even while you're searching. I passed the second floor by. Those are our classrooms, and if Sadakawa is going to take Sachi somewhere, it's not going to be anywhere near us. If she took Sachi outside the school, she would have to go past Tomo and Akimi since they're waiting by the shoe rack. And the first floor has too much traffic going through it, and so she wouldn't go there either. Given all that, it's very possible that she took Sachi up to the third floor. Finally, I arrive at the top of the stairs on the third floor. But now what? There haven't been any clues that might point to where they've gone so far. Sachi answered her phone, but it must still be ringing. I rest at the third floor landing, trying to figure out what to do next. I hear a ringtone coming from nearby. It's gotta be Sachi's. They must be close. It's coming from somewhere above me. I immediately think of the stairway leading up to the roof where Sachi and I ate lunch together not so long ago. Give it back. I hear a voice cry out from the same direction. It's definitely Sachi. I sprint up the stairway. The moment I turn on the midway landing between the two floors, I see Sachi fly down the stairs in front of me, and behind her is Sadakawa, arm outstretched. Watch out! I jump up the stairs, my body operating on an instant at this point. Eek! Sachi! My mind goes blank as my body drives forward, just barely managing to get my arms between Sachi and the floor, and the force of her falling brings us both down. It's not what might be considered a graceful catch, but at least I stopped her from hitting her head. That's good. Falling down the stair can be pretty deadly. Whew, could be pretty dangerous. I mean, you got all those sharp corners there. Whew, hitting one of those impact might crack her head open, that's right. Sachi, are you okay? I get a hold of myself and manage to stand up before helping Sachi to her feet. Senpai, you came for me! Yeah. Are you hurt? I hit my knee, but I think I'm fine otherwise. I guess I couldn't completely protect her. She grimaces as she lets go of me and tries to stand on her own. As I look her over and check for other injuries, the first thing I notice is a bruise on her face that she didn't have when we met for lunch today. It doesn't look too bad, though, so we can deal with that later. Okay, well, right now I think we need to get you to the school nurse. Senpai, are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I couldn't completely support her when I caught her, and her weight brought my arms down to bang against the floor. That, of course, hurt like hell. But I can't show any weakness right now. I'm not screaming in pain, at least, so there's probably no permanent damage anyway. Hey, Sadakawa. I lock my pain down and turn to face Sadakawa, who was still standing at the top of the stairs. If I hadn't been here, Sachi probably would have gotten seriously injured, or worse. Like I care. It was an accident anyway. But she looks away from me as she says it. When Sachi was falling, it did look like Sadakawa trying to reach out for her, so she probably isn't lying about that. Well, she did mean to hit Sachi and basically throw her to the ground and stuff like that. But she didn't mean to throw her down the stairs. That is the truth. It wasn't 100% an accident. She just didn't have total perception of where she was located and everything. She was too focused on beating the shit out of Sachi. So, in a way, yes, it kind of was. She didn't mean to throw her down the stairs. That wasn't her intent. But that doesn't make her any less responsible. That's true. And I'm sure she's also responsible for that new mark on Sachi's face. Yep, she punched her right in the face. Stop bullying Sachi. Yeah? Why should I listen to you? Because you almost got her killed just now. What do you think will happen to you if I tell a teacher or your parents what you did? Yeah. If you don't leave me alone, I'll make sure everyone knows what you're doing. Sachi doesn't retreat behind me. She just stands her ground, looking Sadakawa in the eye. Are you threatening me? You've got some nerve. Sadakawa walks down several steps, advancing towards Sachi menacingly. I just want you to stop doing this. Sachi doesn't back away as Sadakawa approaches. I can't stop. I can't stand weaklings like you, and I refuse to let someone as pathetic as you do as you please. Then I'll tell. But I won't let you snitch on me. If you do, there'll be trouble. What are you saying? I'm going to disappear. Huh? I'm saying I'm going to leave this school. It's not like I have any friends here, and I can't mess with you anymore. So, there's no point in me being here. I'll transfer to a different school. My parents don't give a shit anyway. Okay, maybe, I mean, if her parents don't really give a shit, it might kind of explain a little bit of why she's such a bully. I mean, when you think about it, some things of how some kids act and other things like that and how they grow up, some of it does have to do with the parenting. Yes, that is true. Parents can have a major influence on a kid's life, on how they actually act. Sometimes doing certain things could be a way of the kid reacting to certain things that they're missing in their life, or happened to them. You don't have to go that far. Shut up. I can't even stand to be around you anymore, and I can't let you snitch on me, so I'm leaving. Got it? Sadakawa presses Sachi's phone into her hand before heading down the stairs. We watch her go and keep staring at the stairwell. Even after she's gone, both of us completely dumbfounded by what just happened. After a while, Tomo and Akimi appear on the stairs in place of Sadakawa. Mamoru, Sachi-chan, are you guys alright? We just passed Rui-chan on the stairs. Was she hurt? Yeah, she was. I don't really know what just happened, to be honest. But she said she'd stop bullying Sachi. She also said that she hated her and was going to change schools. Wait, Rui-chan said that? Yeah, I don't know if she's serious or not. But there's no way that's going to happen. But why not? Didn't Sadakawa say she was going to change schools in middle school as well, Kimi? It was for a similar reason, too, I think. What the hell? I'm going to go talk to her. Oh my, Kimi's going to go talk to her. Kimi rushes down the stairs, and we can hear her stomping down the hallway even after she steps out of sight. Hey, Kimi, jeez, that girl. Tomo follows her down the stairs. Will Akemi-senpai be okay? I think she'll be okay. Tomo's the one I'm worried about. Well, whatever. Sotagawa said she was going to transfer to another school, but I wonder if it really is that easy, you know? At least I can do more than just cry now. Yeah, you stood up to her. I was amazed, honestly. You are completely different from when we first met. That is so true. I mean, she was a wreck and was even afraid to talk to you. Even though you weren't trying to be, mean to her or any of that stuff. She was just afraid of other people. It's all thanks to you, senpai. You give me too much credit. In the end, you're the one who stood up to her, not me. Even so, thanks for everything you've done, for helping me change, for finding me. Hey, this is where we first met, isn't it? We haven't come back here in a long time, have we? Yeah. Lately, we've been having lunch on the second floor with Akemi and Tomo. I really am grateful to you, senpai. Take me, senpai. Take me! She has changed. She hasn't been stuttering nearly as much as when we first met, and she smiles a lot more as well. And when we talk, she looks right at me instead of, anywhere else. But the eye of her never changed. It stayed bright and shining this whole time, and I can't get it out of my mind. We stand there in silence for a while. I gaze into her eye, and she gazes into mine. Hey. Yes? Even if she doesn't leave the school, I don't think she'll be hurting you anymore. I think you're right. I'm not the weakling she thought I was anymore. And when push came to shove, you really were there for me, senpai. You saved me. I guess that means your wounds are finally going to heal. Yeah, I guess so. Do you want to touch them? Well, I still have them, I mean. Oh, what the hell? The whole touching her scars and wounds and stuff, it's just so weird. I'm sorry to say, but what on earth? Every time it comes up, I just can't get past how weird that is. Oh, Jesus! Sure. Why? Oh. Okay. If that's what you like, man. Okay. What a weird, intimate moment. Touching the wounds and scars or whatever. And getting all... Ooh. Getting all lovey-dovey that way. That's weird. I'm sorry to say. It's just different and kind of weird. It's like, why you want to touch the wound for? Sachi closes her eye and presses her body into mine, just like last time. Maybe it's selfish of me, but I've been waiting for this. Shit, man, you are turning into someone who wants to just touch her wounds. At first, it was just like, you didn't really mean to, you just were curious. And then she got the idea that maybe you like doing that. So she asked you again, and then you're like, okay. And now you're like, I kind of like this. I think I might want to continue doing this. I put my right hand on her shoulder, just like last time. But this time, I don't put my hand on the scar on her brow. Instead, while her eye is still closed, while she's so vulnerable, I put my free hand under her chin and lift her head up before putting my lips to hers. Aww, they kissing. So he's not touching her like that, he's kissing her. Oh, she is surprised. She did not expect that. Oh. I let her lips touch for only a moment, just enough for Sachi to feel it, and she rears back a little, blinking at me in astonishment. That was unfair, Yeah, I know. Sorry. Do it again. Do it right this time. Now we're even, I think. Her eye has caught me in its spell, and I couldn't refuse her even if I wanted to. I take her by the shoulder again as we slowly come together. Her eye is open this time. Oh. Just as I feel myself being drawn into her eye, I draw her body close to me. Well, that looks like it's the end. That was actually a pretty nice ending. I enjoyed that, and that wasn't too bad of a visual novel in my opinion. I'll definitely probably talk about a little about it. This wasn't too bad. It was of course this is a visual novel with no choices or anything, so it's a kinetic novel. So pretty much there's not very much. Only downside to these type is there's not very much reason to play them again. Unless you want to experience the story again, of course. But for the most part, there's very little replay value in these things. That's always the bad thing about kinetic novels. That wasn't too bad. I like that ending. That ending was... I thought it was a nice ending. Kind of that. They reached that little pinnacle of we're gonna kiss. I like that image on the side. You can't even notice that she has one eye, and from that angle that they showed from the art and right there, well, you can see it right there on the screen. Oh, it disappeared now. I'll be like, oh, you could kind of see it right there. Oh look, thanks for playing. Okay. That was not that bad. I enjoyed it for the most part. Well, I will have my opinions on this whole game up on my other channel at some point. I do have a few other games I gotta make videos for. I just haven't gotten around to it, but they will be up there sooner or later, at some point. So if you're ever curious about that, feel free to look at check out my other channel, and you might come across it there. I will end up definitely putting a link down below when I actually get that posted, so it won't be right away, but I will edit the description box, and it will have a link to it for anyone who wants to check it out and to get my whole opinion. I mean, I did play through it all, but if you guys are curious about, well, I guess there's not much more to be curious about this. Well, guys, I do want to thank you for following along with me through this little adventure here, this little love story with this little Cyclops girl. It was a nice little story. Well, guys, thank you for watching this. Feel free to leave a comment. Maybe you liked it as well. Feel free to maybe there's some stuff you didn't like about it. Feel free to list that in the comment section if you want. If you liked the video, feel free to thumbs up. And if you want to stay up to date on other series, visual novels, and among other games, I mean, I have plenty of games that'll be added to this list. Feel free to subscribe. Of course, in the description box, I will have a link to my other YouTube channel, as well as a link to the blog. If you want to check those out, as well as a link to also this game, if you want to check that out on Steam. Well, thank you all, and you all have a great day.